This is my persuasive speech, and this is my audience. Okay. According to a report conducted by the United States Congress, 95% of special education students spend most of their time in a separate environment in the public education system. They're unable to interact daily in the school with the students in their grade. This impacts their behavior outside and inside of school. I've been working with special education students since I was 10, and for the past few years at church, I've taught them, and I can see how much inclusion makes an impact on these students. Little to no inclusion is a social problem that needs to be changed. It can be improved with the patience, prayer, and encouragement of the local community to our public education system. Over the next few minutes, I want to help give you a better understanding of what inclusion is and how it impacts our students and our school systems. I want you to know how many children there are with disabilities in our education system, how much the inclusion can impact the regular education students, and how much impact it has on the special education students. So let's dive in. Classrooms in the United States have more special education students in them than most people realize. In 2013, the Department of Education conducted a study and found that 6 out of 10 school-aged children fell under the Individuals with Disabilities Act, the IDEA Act. This is over 5.8 million students from the ages of 6 to 21 under the IDEA Act since 2013. Not all disabilities call for inclusion, but the National Association for Special Education found that over 35% are put in an inclusive environment outside of the classroom. On a case-by-case basis, the goal for this is better education and learning. And it's sometimes beneficial. It allows a special education student to regain their composure and find a room of safety. But generally, it secludes the child from the classmates every day in their schooling. Inclusion allows interaction that benefits both the special education students and the regular education students. Regular education students are normally positively impacted from the special education inclusion within their classroom. A study conducted by multiple doctors and professors at Polk County schools shows that regular education students were happier and more positive about classroom, peers, and personal learning and interaction when they were aware of an inclusive setting. This study, conducted with over 350 children, showed that regular education students were encouraged and more encouraging to their peers. They were not negatively impacted, and they were able to better understand their special needs classmates, especially in this inclusive environment. This has a positive impact that only continues into our special needs children. Special needs in an inclusive environment are given a new attitude and are able to have a better learning experience overall. A study conducted by the National Association for Special Education showed that an inclusive environment, on average, increases the positive attitude and fulfillment of special education students by 60%. This study, conducted in Polk County, showed that students with disabilities had an increased motivation and drive to learn in an inclusive environment in a classroom with regular education students on a day-to-day basis. In this environment, students with special education needs not only feel better and learn better, but are also able to improve their social interaction and language skills on an easier level. They are able to better understand and learn language skills from this classroom setting, hearing their peers speak on a daily basis. A study conducted and put in the Journal of Psychological Sciences showed an increase of language scores by 27% after these students were placed in an inclusive environment. This brings me to my conclusion. Every student in class benefits from an inclusive environment with special needs children. They make up a large portion of the population, of the student body, and overall bring a positive impact of inclusion on both the regular and special education students. This can't be overlooked. Inclusion for children with special needs is missing in many of our public schools and is too beneficial for every student in the classroom. As parents, teachers, students, and members of the community, it is our job to encourage the local education system, the teachers and the principals, with patience and prayer, to bring inclusion to our schools. Inclusion within a class isn't just bringing a new term. It isn't just putting children in a new environment. It's putting a smile on their face, helping them to make new friends, brightening their day, and showing that life ahead of them isn't just full of this new community and this new friendship, but it's full of joy and possibilities that they wouldn't have otherwise. Thank you.